This improv story is based on the idea of man builds kite, let the story commence. Craig, it was windy out there, and Craig thought, "Oh, I don't want to go out and it's windy. Who wants to go out on a windy day? What's the point of a windy day other than flying a kite? I'm going to build a kite." He also hung some clays up to dry. That's another good thing about it being windy. He went out. How would you build a kite? It's a kind of shape like that, the top of a square, the diamond sort of thing. But then that comes dead long. That's long, and then you have like a stick, and then one that goes there, like a cross, like crucifixion sort of cross. And he thought, oh, I know. And he got this old guy, and he crucified him to he made a cross out of branches, a tree, and he crucified this old guy he crucified this old guy to a cross, like cross, Roman Empire crucifixion cross. And then he thought, right, what did I do now? So the old guy was like fucking screaming, you sometimes forget just how bad it is. He got bed sheets, and he took it for the old guy's house. He went, he says, I'll let you off if you tell me where your house is. Give me because I want your bed sheets for something, so I can put the bed sheets around you to comfort you in this time of pain. And the old guy gave his address away, and then Craig came back with the bed sheets and started making the material of the kite. And the old guy said, right, let me off. And Craig went like, fucking shut it. I'm getting off. So Craig then attached the material to the kite, and then he got a rope and he lifted the old guy up. But the guy span about, like the weight. If you're lifting him up, facing up the way, the weight of him spins the whole fucking thing down, and oh fuck, and he's like hanging down, and his horn came off, and fucking Craig had to nail him right early, and that's shite, right early, because then the nail locks against the wrist bone. Can it? If you put the nail there, it might go right down there. That there, it would just do that. There though, the whole fucking wrist bone can take it. You've got to watch, don't hit veins though, because then it'll bleed out too quick and it'll pass out and all that. Now you want it to fucking live through this. So Craig put the bed sheet there and tried to lift him up, but it was starting to get a bit rainy and the material wasn't. The wind was going through the kite because it's a cotton. It wasn't like a nice. It wasn't holding the wind in. So Craig was like, oh, "Fuck this," and he said, "Have you got a tent in your house, you old cunt?" And he did have a tent. The old guy used to go camping in his younger years and put the tent up in his loft, but hadn't touched it for years. So he went to the old guy's house, came back. The old guy was like, he conked to it. Craig went like, "Wake up! Wake up!" Old guy woke up. Craig then took the bed sheet material, quilt cover material off, and then put the tent stuff on, which was waterproof and windproof, and started to actually go up. I mean, it billowed, but it still didn't take the old guy up. And Craig went like, maybe you need a wee bit of help. And nearby there was a block of flats. It was actually where the old guy stayed. The old guy stayed in a block of flats, sort of like 20 up. Going to take you up. And Craig dragged the old guy, tried to put him in a lift when he fit. Dragged him up the stairs by the hair. Dragged the old guy by the hair, up the stairs, so it's hair first, attached to the cross, all the way up the stairs. Got to the top. Some people, there's 3 wee guys, kind of 12, 13-year-olds that were in the stairs glow sniffing. And Craig went like that, oh, gonna no tell the police. And they went like that, tell the police? We're here to help you. And they helped Craig carry old guy up to the top. And then Craig went like, there's a £5. Get yourself, teach them, go and get yourself a pizza. And then Craig went like to the old guy, right, you ready to go? You ready to fly? You ready to fly? And the old guy was like really like ready for, like life was draining out of him. Fucking blood everywhere, man. Blood fucking everywhere. Tons, because he was like rolling about in it. Fucking blood everywhere, man. And it just got Craig angry. I don't know if you've ever seen a lot of blood, but it actually makes you angry. Red makes you angry. Does something to, it's a primal thing. Anyway, Craig went like, oh, wait. I want to do something first. Got the perfect song. Ready to Fly by Rosala. Have you heard it? Mate. Leave the world behind. And we're like, you ready to leave the world behind, Aldrin? Because you've had your shot at life. Now it's my shot at life. Are you ready to leave the world behind? And the old guy went like, you're going to meet Jesus now, alright? And pushed him off the top of the fucking flats. Old cunt went fucking down like a sack of totties, man. Banging against the side of the building, scraping his fucking face off, man. Craig was fucking howling with laughter, man. Howling. And Craig jumped off the building and like pure went like that. So he could like cut through the fucking air, you know, aerodynamic. Went down and Craig thought, I want to see if I can grab this kite after this old cunt and survive before he hits the ground. Craig managed to, as he got to about the 10th floor, falling, yanked the fucking old cunt's fucking arms and feet, because he'd nailed his feet to the cross. He yanked him off the cross. Yanked the material off the cross. The old guy actually grabbed onto him like he was drowning. Like that. Fuck off, you. Fuck off me, man. Fuck off me, man. And sort of like kicked him away. Craig was like ready to slide along the building. He grabbed the kind of like the tent material and he was starting to parachute and the old guy was grabbing onto him and Craig kicked him. Kicked the old guy towards the building, which got Craig away from the building. Because for every force there's a thingy, inverse Newton's 10th law, so on and so forth. Newton's third law, yeah. Craig kicked the old guy towards the building and the old guy went through a window. He got kicked through a window while another old guy was looking at the window to try to see what the commotion was. The other old guy was like out the window like that. What's going on up there? Fucking, this old cunt, like, had just been crucified. Went walloping right into the other old guy, took his head off. And ended up bringing it to him. Actually brought out 3 of them because see the old guy that was looking out. Because he was looking out like that, he had a pauldron. And he said, I'm going to look at, there's a noise out there. There's a noise out there, Pat. I'm going to lean out the window, going to hold on to my ankles so I don't fall out. The pal that was holding out their ankles ended up falling out with him. So we've got 3 old guys, in case you've lost count. 3. All fallen down. One had been crucified. One had got his head taken off by the crucified person. And his pal who was holding on to his ankles. So it's pretty bad. It was a pretty bad day. Day 3 went down. So there was 3 three losers in this fight. He didn't know what he wanted to do, though he had to do it when he did, being the crucified guy. He wasn't sure when up and why, when left and down, being a guy who lost his head. And he did nothing, being the ankle guy. But what I want to do is try and take the beauty of the situation around pain. And the three guys, they went, three old guys, not three wee guys, three old guys went down. And as they were heading down, the three wee bastards that came out looking up like, haha, there's that guy we helped get chucked off the building, the crucified guy. Old guy, bang, flattened that wee guy. Next one, bang. Next one, bang. And here's the funny thing. The Craig parachuted down safely, like that. See, because of the old guy who had been crucified, like banging right into the wee guy, the life force and blood that had been drained for that old guy, actually, he managed to get that for the wee guy. They got walloped together. So actually, like a kind of fusion thing happened. Fusion of life. Where do you think life came from? I mean, how did it start? What's it all about? How hard is it to create life? Why is it so hard to create life from scratch? For absolute scratch. I don't mean extend life for the Big Bang. I don't mean extend it with sperm and eggs and all that sort of stuff. That's simply extending life that already existed. How do we take fuck all and make it life? That's what happened. It's slammed. It's primordial soup. It's a great amount of energy. Fuck you, man, like that. It works. It just works. The old guy slamming into that young man created a new person. And the second one and the third one, 3 brand new people. 3 brand new people were created. And Craig floated down. And then the cross landed. Bang! Perfectly upright. As Craig parachuted down. This is outside the block of flats. And Stone in there, but basically, like, there's a calmness, a stillness with these 3 wee old guys. Wiseness. 3 wise men. And Craig went, so again, I just want to take the beauty out of this situation, but they 3 died like right away. They died right away. They didn't live long. They lasted about 5 minutes each. And then the bin men came along and said, are you... They were picking up, the bin men were coming along picking up stuff like couches and shit that people would lift. It was a bulk uplift. And they said, is this lot with a bulk uplift? Is that... And Craig went, aye. And they shoved the 3... Well, 6 bodies, but became 3 in the back of the bin lorry. They were still alive, but they were just they were draining it. They were draining it, and Craig thought it's better they go this way rather than just lying there and dogs pissing on them, coming up, eating them, things like that. But he left the cross there. He left the cross there because he felt, it's actually quite spiritual in a way. He didn't know how, but crosses are kind of spiritual in some sort of way, so he thought probably it's kind of spiritual in a way if you think about it. Again, he wasn't sure how, but he just sensed that something magical had happened. And he went back up the road. And here's the thing. The wind was behind him all the way, and it blew him. He barely had to walk. He just needed to lift his feet up slightly like that. And the wind would blow him towards his just like that. You know when people are abseiling? You don't have a building like that. Like that, with a rope. He was doing that, but doing it horizontally. So he was just going like that. Because the wind was behind him. It was a really, really good feeling. And he got all the way up the road. And he stuck on the telly. And the telly was shite. Because there's nothing on. The end. And that was a true story. A wee twist for you, everybody. I know I said it was an improv story, but it's actually a true story. How do I know? You know how Craig thought that one of the merged people, they all died. He assumed they died. One of them survived. It's no me though. The one that survived did a shite, but it wasn't like excrement shite. It was a kind of organic shite, and that shite was me. That was me. That's the day I was born. The day I was born.